गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णू गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति 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 Hari Om. Let there be peace, let there be peace and love amongst all the human beings of this universe. Let there be peace, let there be peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We have started the revision on chapter number 11, that is the story of Janaka. So, first topic in this story of Janaka is Siddha Gita Srawanam. So, very enchanting topic, very enchanting story. Stories after the stories are being given in this booklet called as Essence of Yogavaasishtha. Only purpose of this is to keep our mind tranquil, cheerful, happy, blissful, over and above relaxed and cool for every time. हर वक्त अपना मन हर परिस्थिति में खुश रहना चाहिए. And how it is possible unless you remove your all thoughts, nothing is going to help us. So that's what he's saying. Everything is Paramatma, that is the truth, which includes us also. वो परमात्मा ही हर कोई है तो अपन लोग भी उसमें, वी आर नॉट एक्सक्लूडेड. अपन लोग उसमें से एक्सक्लूड किए ऐसा नहीं है, अपन भी उसमें इंक्लूडेड है. देयर इज अ वेरी गुड श्लोका which says समस्त्वम खलु विदम ब्रह्म. So everything is Paramatma alone, infinite alone is. So we should not be pity on anything in this world. If misery is there, we should go and help the people, but we should not be pity on anyone. So what is a spiritual practice? Spiritual practice is keep mind equanimous. We have to keep our mind equanimous. We are not to evaluate or judge anybody in this world. किसी को अपने को जज नहीं करना है, evaluate नहीं करना है. When we say samastam khalu idam brahma means joy is Paramatma, misery is Paramatma, gain is Paramatma, loss is Paramatma. Everything is Paramatma. Friend is Paramatma, enemy is Paramatma, birth is Paramatma, death is Paramatma, health is Paramatma, disease is Paramatma. Everything is Paramatma. So Paramatma is very much omnipresent everywhere. It is by divine grace, this satsang or afternoon meeting or so to say contemplation on any of the scriptures book, scriptures authority comes in our life. And what is then? What is that? Happiness is the expression of that. And likewise, this Vashishtha Rishi started yesterday. We have seen that. We'll quickly take that. He says, sinless one Rama, all this is indeed Brahmin, supreme spirit. अपने को ये याद रखना है. Once you contemplate, it is not like you have to forget it. याद रख एक बार सुन लिए. Half an hour happy and 23 and a half hours miserable. Not like that. We should not have the situation like that. We should be happy forever. 24 by 7, 365 days. All this is which is indeed is a self. Give up the confusion. I am another. This is different. ये अपने माइंड में से कंफ्यूजन निकाल दो कि मैं अलग हूँ, मेरे भगवान अलग है. कंफ्यूजन निकाल दो. वी आर ऑल इटर्नल. इन द इटर्नल एंड डीप ब्रह्मन विच इज स्प्रेड, थॉट्स डू नॉट अराइज. वो ब्रह्मन में थॉट्स अराइज नहीं होती है. राघवा रामा, बाय एक्सपीरियंस सुटेबल टू द सर्कमस्टेंसेस, बाय द absence of wish, everything at all times, by the renunciation, taking and leaving, that is receiving and resigning, become free from the fever. तो जो कोई एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं उसमें से तुमको जो एंजाइटी आ रही है वो एंजाइटी को ड्रॉप करना है. दैट इज पॉसिबल व्हेन यू आर unattached to this. So what is it said? Disturbed mind is a misery. Undisturbed mind is happiness. Disturbed consciousness is mind. Undisturbed mind is a consciousness. So everything is permeated by Paramatma. That means other than the Paramatma there is nothing. जब पता चल गया परमात्मा छोड़ के कुछ नहीं तो शांत हो जाएगा. You will not argue an object on anything. In the absolute conscious solid reality, there is no thought, no imagination. कोई सोचता ही नहीं हो. So next shloka what it says is, our purpose of our life is let divinity express through us. And divinity expression is only happiness, happiness, happiness. There's nothing other than that. So this course, we came yesterday till this point. So fifth shloka, Esha tavat krama prokta samanya sarvadehinam Esha eva guru prokta anushthanat shane shane janmana janma bhivapi siddhada samudahata. So this course of spiritual effort, which is common to all living beings, has been explained to you. It is very much common. This itself is declared as the giver of spiritual perfection. Gradually, during the single birth or maybe few births. So on account of practice of this spiritual perceptor. So if we keep on practicing, what we have to practice? Everything is Paramatma. Paramatma is permeating through everything. So if this we catch this signal, maybe one bird, maybe few birds, it may take some time, but then that is only the spiritual effort we have to make. So next shloka 6 द्वितीयं सात्वनैवाशु किंचित व्युत्नात् चेतसां भवति ज्ञान संप्राप्ति आकाश फल पापवत्. Secondly, those to those whose mind, consciousness or reasoning is somewhat perfected. If consciousness and reasoning is somewhat perfected, the attainment of knowledge occurs quickly, just through one's own self, intellect, like the unexpected fall of the fruit from the sky. जैसा एक फल आकाश में से गिर जाता है नीचे, अनएक्सपेक्टेड है वो पक गया, वो हाथ में से नीचे गिर गया, and it comes to your share. So easily you get it. Similarly, when you keep on contemplating, when you keep on listening, when you keep on listening every day, essence of yoga Vasishtha, what happens is भवती ज्ञान संप्राप्ति आकाश फल पातवत. आकाश में से जैसा फल गिर जाता है हाथ में, वैसा ही आकाश में से फल गिर जाता है. What is that? We become perfected in spirituality. What is the spirituality? There is nothing other than divinity. जो कुछ जगत में दिख रहा है, it is all divinity. You have to apply your mind to that and keep cool. Keep always tranquil, cheerful, happy, blissful, contented, over and above, relaxed and cool. अगर अपन रखेंगे तो what will happen is like भवती ज्ञान संप्राप्ति आकाश फलपातवत. So you will be, if you are really perfecting yourself little bit spiritual efforts. What is a little bit spiritual efforts? It is not japa, it is not jnana, it is not puja, it is not going to pilgrimage, it is not going to ashrama, it is not going to dargah, it is not going to uh, Makkah, Medina, it is not going to any church, nowhere. It is going only inside. What is going inside? Going inside is be happy. As simple as don't try to become happy. To become happy, you require a lot of the things. Be happy means under all situations you are keeping your mind tranquil, cool, relaxed and cheerful. कोई भी सिचुएशन रहे, मन सबसे अपना इम्पोर्टेंट चीज का अपना ख्याल मन के तरफ चाहिए. Are your attention is toward your mind? Are you worried about your mind's quality of your mind? If you are worried about your quality of mind, then nothing can disturb you in this world. And then you will be, as we rightly said that equation, the mind minus thoughts is equal to consciousness. मन में से thoughts zero कर दो तो mind is dissolves into the consciousness. The mind dissolved in consciousness is spirituality, it is divinity. So Vigata Jwara, whatever comes in life, accept it and not react. कोई चीज अपने जीवन में आती है, accept it gracefully, but try to find a solution. If something is bad is happening or it's in process of happening, so try to find a solution. Don't react, rather act. Moment you react, mind is created. कुछ उस पर जवाब दिया तो mind create हो जाता है. A simple example: when you go to the bed, all your thoughts suspended from night 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock whenever you wake up. So till that time everything, all thoughts goes off. And sometimes you may say, I have seen a nice dream. That is also a thought in a dream. They are there, but you are not existing there. And when you come out of it, oh, it was a dream only. I felt shocked during dream. Somebody came and slapped me on my face. Then when I woke up, oh, it was only a dream. Thank God. Nobody slapped me. So what is this? The same thing in the world. The world may slap you sometime or the other because they are not aware that they are one with the divinity. There is no sense of otherness, there is no sense of duality, there is no sense of incompleteness. Incomplete अपन है नहीं, other अपन है नहीं. जैसा हाथ left and right hand दिखते दो, you can see two hands, the fingers are moving also 10, but moment I take this consciousness to me, I know these are my hands, so actually I am this. So there is no sense of otherness. Even though I am seeing two different hands, there is no sense of otherness. So left hand will not start fighting with right hand because they know they are the same part of same body. So similarly, when I am a speaker or you are a listener. Sometimes you are a speaker or I am a listener. So there maybe the role we have been given as a speaker or listener, but if you feel that we are one with the divinity, this is only the grace of the divinity we are speaking to each other or the other. We are in a getting interacting through the YouTube studio. This stream is getting recorded and which will be benefiting to so many people who are will be listening now and subsequently. So that's what has been said here. And basically you have to take care of mind and keep cool. Don't give reactions wherever you react. Like there's a very nice example is given regarding reaction. There is a very calm lake. There is a calm lake, about Shanta Talab hai. In that calm lake, what you do is you put a dry leaf. Just put a dry leaf from the above. The dry leaf will fall on the surface of water and will start creating wrinkles. It creates wrinkles. How these wrinkles are created? These wrinkles are created like our thoughts. अपना mind एकदम calm है, that is a consciousness. And moment you put a some thoughts in that, what happens? Ripple starts coming. Moment ripples start coming, we react and we our mind suffer and there is a headache and there is a body ache and there is a palpitation and so many things keeps on happening. So we have to see that this reaction doesn't came. And whereas if you see the same another incident, if you take a big elephant entering into the ocean, what happens? Nothing, no reactions because that time what has happened is that ocean is infinite. Nothing can affect that ocean because it is infinite. So even this elephant or a big boat enters into the ocean, nothing happens there because what has happened is we have expanded our thought process to infinite. So moment you expand, you include everything. Don't exclude anything in the world. If you include everything, nothing is going to happen to you. So now here it is said that moment you try to perfect your mind with the divinity. आप क्या बोल रहे हो? Yes. You are trying to say yes, Paramatma is I am. Everything is Paramatma. That is the truth in which I am also included. समस्तम खलु विदम ब्रह्म. मैं छोड़ के यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है जगत में. Paramatma alone is. And what is Paramatma? Paramatma is infinite. When Paramatma is infinite, spiritual practices keep your mind equanimous. हर परिस्थिति में अपना मन खुश रखना है. Disturbed mind is misery, undisturbed mind is a happiness. Disturbed consciousness is mind, undisturbed mind is a consciousness. It's a simple equation and everything is permitting in the Paramatma only. With this background, now we are going to start the Siddha Gita. That is shloka number 7. That's what Janaka is saying. Atredam shrunu vrittantam janakasya mahipate ekado pavane ramme ekante vichacharasa tatra shruva sanchitte siddhe gita mahatmavi. What has happened is, in this matter, hear this story of King Janaka. So why this Vasishtha Rishi has told so many principles before he started the story of a Siddha Gita? Because वशिष्ठ ऋषि को पता था कि राम का अगर माइंड इधर उधर भग रहा होगा तो ये सिद्ध गीता उसके दिमाग में जाएगी नहीं. वो बोलेंगे बाप रे, ये जब जनक को ही दिमाग में नहीं लग रही तो मेरे क्या पल्ले पड़ने वाली. When Janak is unable to understand what I can understand out of this Bhagavad Gita, Siddha Gita. So that's why he has told so many principles, so many examples he has given regarding ripples on the lake and the elephant entering into the sea. So many examples. Vigata Jara, like whatever comes in you, like accept it, don't react. So many things said because now he's supposed to tell the Siddha Gita to which Janaka has listened. So in this matter, hear the story of King Janaka. Once he roamed over the solitary and pleasing row of a forest. एक बार क्या हुआ, जनक जी एक बहुत सुंदर सी जगह पे सॉलिटरी अकेले थे वो और प्लीजिंग ग्रो एंड फॉरेस्ट में घूम रहे थे. देयर ही हर्ड द सॉन्ग sung by high souled sages who were hidden. वहां पे उन्होंने कुछ सेज लोग थे, कोई संत लोग थे, वो गीता गा रहे थे. वो गीता इन्होंने चुपके से सुनी. He heard those songs by high souls sage who were hidden. सिद्ध गीता महात्मा भी एक दो पवने एक दो उपवने एक. Once he was moving in that upavan ramya ekante vichar, that forest was ramya, it was really pleasing. Ekante means he was solitary. Vichacharasa, so he was moving around, roaming. Vichacharasa means roaming. So there he heard that song by high souled sages who were hidden. वो जो लोग चुपके से वहां गा रहे थे, तो इसकी इनकी इच्छा होगी जनक जी की, अरे क्या गा रहे हैं, चलो सुने तो, और ये संत लोग है, so let us listen to that. So what is that? Now it has been starting. So what is this? When the Siddha Gita is actually, what is Siddha Gita? You can Google in your Google and find it out. Siddha Gita has 18 verses. उसमें 18 श्लोक है. उसमें के 18 श्लोक में के एसेंस ऑफ योगा वशिष्ठ में 6 श्लोक लिए. आज अपन पूरे 6 श्लोक लेने वाले हैं. So what is that? Now the Siddha Gita is starting. Mind well. Keep your attention. First number. दृष्टदर्शन दृश्यानि त्वक्ता वासनया सह प्रकाशनम प्रकाशन्यम आत्मानं समुपास्महे. So this is now starting number one, Siddha Gita number one. Having given up the seer, seeing and seen, along with the mental impressions, we meditate on the self which illuminates all that is fit to be manifested. यानी क्या बोल रहे हैं? सीन सियर एंड सीन, यानी जो बाहर दिख रहा है अपने आंखों से. सीन मैं देख रहा हूं. मैं क्या देख रहा हूं? मैं यूट्यूब स्टूडियो में अपना ही एक फोटो देख रहा हूं. सीन सियर, सीइंग मैं मेरे को देख रहा हूं. सीन सीइंग यानी मैं मेरे को देख रहा हूं. सियर देखने वाला भी मैं हूं. एंड सीन मेरा फोटो उसमें दिख रहा है, और मेरे को दिख रहा है कि कुछ लोग इसमें 5 लोग ऑनलाइन हैं, और अभी लाइव स्ट्रीम चल रही है और 16 मिनट्स हो चुके हैं, और कुछ लोगों ने अपने नाम वो टॉप चैट में डाल के रखे, किसी ने नमस्कार भी किया हुआ है. ये सब मेरे को दिख रहा है. तो इसमें क्या बोल रहे हैं? हैविंग गिवन अप, ये सब छोड़ देना है. सो डिफिकल्ट, ये सब दिख रहा है. सीइंग सियर एंड सीन, मेरे सामने कंप्यूटर है, वो देखना छोड़ देना है. अलॉन्ग विद द मेंटल इंप्रेशन, ये सिर्फ नुकता उतना ही नहीं छोड़ना है, मेंटल इंप्रेशन भी छोड़ना है. यानी क्या? ये जो पूरा जगत का पसारा मुझे दिख रहा है, व्हाट एवर द वर्ल्ड आई एम सीइंग, इट हैज टू बी ड्रॉप्ड. वी मेडिटेट ऑन द सेल्फ. ये दिखता हुआ जो है, दिखने वाले को ना दिखा, ऐसा बोलना है. इतना डिफिकल्ट है. कॉज एंड इफेक्ट हो रहा है. ये मैं अभी यूट्यूब पे अपन ये लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं, 5 लोग लाइव स्ट्रीम पे है, पर मेरे को क्या बोलना है? कुछ भी नहीं बोलना है, तो प्रभु की लीला चल रही है. वी मेडिटेट ऑन द सेल्फ विच इल्यूमिनेट्स और मेक्स नोन ऑल दैट इज फिट टू बी मैनिफेस्टेड. जो फिट है वही मैनिफेस्ट हो रहा है. दैट हैज बीन सीन, दैट द फिट विच इज देयर, इट इज बीन सीन. So this is the first shloka of Siddha Gita which has been said here. So what it means? You have to drop your duality. अपने को duality drop करना है, और वो हर वक्त वो singularity, transcendent, immanent, one without second में mind रखना है. That's what even Siddha Gita says. So this is what is been heard by Janaka and now by told by Vasishtha Rishi to Rama, and through Rama we are also listening. Now second Siddha Gita shlok. सर्वेष्व अवस्थित हंस उच्चरन्ति उपासमये सत्यज्य हृदय गुहेशान देव अन्य प्रयन्ति. Very beautiful shlok. What it says? So if you really know that this is a divinity, then what has to be done? We meditate on the Hansa, that supreme spirit. मैंने हाथ रखा है अपना, हाथ यहाँ पे रख रहा है अपने loving heart पे रखा हुआ. हाथ मैंने हाथ दिख गया. So when I kept my hand there on my loving heart, so now you meditate. Now what they are saying is, you meditate there. We meditate on the Hansa. He said Hansa. The terminology used to that loving heart where our Ishta Devata is sitting is called as Hansa, which abides in all. वो सब में बैठा हुआ है and issues forth, और वहीं से पूरा जगत निर्माण होता है. So सर्वेश अवस्थित हंस उच्चारन्ते उपासमहे तत्तज्य हृदय गुहेशान देवान्य प्रयांति. अरे भैया, इसकी पूजा करो, दूसरे भगवान को कहाँ पकड़ने चले? Having abandoned the Lord, ruler of the cave of the heart, अपने हृदय में जो नारायण बैठे उसको छोड़ के आप क्या करते हो? Those who are set to seek a different God, वो दूसरे गॉड को पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. अपने हृदय में का भगवान छोड़ दिए और दूसरे भगवान फोटो में देख रहे हैं, इधर देख रहे हैं, मंदिर में देख रहे हैं, मस्जिद में देख रहे हैं, बाहर कहीं के देवता देख रहे. They long for a gem, abandoning the precious कौस्तुभ. अपने हृदय में कौस्तुभ मणि भरा हुआ है, उसको छोड़ के कोई दूसरा जेम जमा करने जा रहे. इन देयर हैंड, अपने हाथ में कस्तूर मनी रखा हुआ है. हैविंग इंडीड रिनाउंस्ड ऑल डिजायर्स, दिस फ्रूट स्पिरिचुअल रियलाइजेशन इज ऑब्टेन्ड. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज फ्रूट. सो दैट इज द थर्ड श्लोका. ते रत्न अभिवांछन्ति त्वक्ता हस्तस कौस्तुभम सर्वेशा किलम तत्तज फलम एतत् अवाप्यते. If you really want to listen to the Siddha Gita, what it says is second and third shloka. You meditate on the Hansa which is sitting in your heart. So many people do, they take diksha, and doing diksha देयर गुरु महाराज टेल देम कि अरे यार तेरे हृदय में ही नारायण बैठे हैं, तेरे इष्ट देव उसमें बैठे, उन्हीं का जप कर, बाहर कहीं देखने की जरूरत नहीं है और छोटे छोटे भगवानों के पीछे भागने की भी जरूरत नहीं है। कोई अल्लाह नहीं, कोई मस्जिद नहीं, कोई दरगाह नहीं, कोई इमाम नहीं, कोई बाहर कोई भी डिविनिटी देखने की जरूरत नहीं। तेरे हृदय में प्रत्यक्ष तेरे नारायण बैठे, हैविंग अबंडेंटिंग द लॉर्ड, तेरे अंदर के जो हृदय में लॉर्ड बैठे, रूलर ऑफ द केव ऑफ हार्ट, उसको छोड़ के अगर तू दूसरे भगवान को पकड़ने जाएगा, वो तो ऐसा ही होगा कि तू कौस्तुभ मणि छोड़ के कांच के पीसेस जो कंचे बोलते हैं वो पकड़ने के लिए जाएगा। और अगर तू ऐसा नहीं करेगा, व्हाट विल हैपन, हैविंग इंडीड रिनाउंस ऑल द डिजायर, अगर तू अपनी पूरी बाहर की जो इच्छा है छोड़ देगा, देन द फ्रूट, उसका फ्रूट बताया जो तू कर रहा है, जो भगवान अपने हृदय में देख रहा है, fruit is called as spiritual realization is obtained. So then that will be obtained. There is a footnote given here. Cave of the heart. Heart signifies the essence or the core of one's own being. अपने being को ही बताता है. Kaustubh is a celebrated mythical chain worn by the god Vishnu on his breast. कौस्तुभ कौन सा है? बहुत ही प्रेशियस उसको बोला गया है जो विष्णु ने अपने हृदय में लगा के रखा है. So that has been said here. And very nice. So this was the third Siddha Gita. Now fourth we are going to see is Budva apyatyanta vairasya ya padarteshu durmati baddhanti bhavana bhuyo naro naso sagardava. So what is the meaning of this? Even after having known their absolute insipidity, that stupid person who again fixes his thought upon the objects of the world, he is not a man. जिसको पता चल गया यार ये हृदय में कौस्तुभ मणि रखा हुआ है, ये कौन बोल रहा है? सिद्ध ऋषि बता रहे. ये चौथा चौथा सिद्ध सिद्ध गीता का मंत्र बताया जा रहे हो. जो आदमी ये पता कर लिया है एब्सोल्यूट इंसिपिडिटी, स्टूपिड पर्सन, उसको पता है, उसको भाई ये इतना कौस्तुभ अंदर होने के बाद व्हाट हैपेंस इज he again fixes his thoughts upon the objects in the world, then he is not a man. वो आदमी नहीं है. देखो सिद्ध गीता भी गाली मार रही है. It is also insulting the people who are not following this mantras properly. He says, and what it says, नसो स गर्दभ, गर्दभ means गधा, he is an ass. बोल रहे अगर वो भगवान का नाम छोड़ के हृदय में जो नारायण बैठे उसको छोड़ के बाहर इधर उधर देखते रहेगा, so what will happen, he is no more a man or a woman, he is only an ass. That's why now indication is given, better be human beings, better be man. स्वामी विवेकानंद बोलते थे इसलिए be man first. Swamiji always says be man first, rest thing follows itself. So most probably he must also be quoting the story of Janaka, where the story of Janaka it says you become man, and when you will become man, when you leave all this foolishness, running after the world, running after the things which are not existing, running after the things which are mithya, running after the world which is illusionary, running after the world which is long 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 dream. अरे इसमें फंस क्यों रहे हो आप लोग? पता है आपको कि डिविनिटी आपके अंदर में है, नारायण आपके अंदर में है, लविंग हार्ट में, इतना सिंपल है. तो इसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग लाओ. कुछ करना नहीं है, सिर्फ जीवन में समझदारी लाना है. समझदारी लाना यही साधना है. समझदारी यानी ही अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Big words of spirituality or of quantum mechanics or quantum physics is not going to help us here. There is a very good Charpat Pancharika Stotra where this has been written by Shankaracharya, which says Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Mudamate, ए पागल मना गोविंदा का नाम ले, प्राप्ते सन्नीते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षिति डुक्रुच करने. And at the end of your life, this reading the grammar from English, reading the mathematics, reading the physics is not going to help you. It is only your structural mind, it is only scriptural thoughts. It's only going to help you. That's what Charpat Pancharika Stotra says, which is almost 40 shlokas, very nicely explained. If time permits, we'll take that sometime. So this was our fourth Siddha Gita, where it says, you become a man, don't try to become an ass. Run after, then only run after then only run after this so-called war. Otherwise, you will become a man and follow the divinity principle. And divinity is what? Remaining happy under all the situation in life. That is divinity. Remaining happy under miserable situation. Miseries will come, but don't become miserable. Joy will come, but don't get inflated by joy. Remain tranquil. So we have already seen four gateways of the liberation: tranquility, contentment, and holy company, and inquiry. Do one or two or three or four or all combination of that and be free. Be free. That is what is the aim. Remain there. Very nicely, one thing I just remember and just I wanted to quote here. There is a we wear the knot to this our tie, and we also call as Hruday Granthi. It is a knot. So what is this Hruday Granthi? People feel that Hruday Granthi means there is a knots inside our heart, and then we are tied because of this world. World is pressurizing us. World is making us more and more grihastha, more and more samsari. Nobody can make you samsari. Once you decide that you are a divinity, no energy on the earth can make you undivine. स्वामी विवेकानंद कहते थे एक बार आपको पता चल गया आप डिवाइन हो तो आप कुछ भी करो उसके बाद अनडिविनिटी अपने माइंड में आ ही नहीं सकती. So that is the power of this divinity. Once you know that you are divine, you cannot become undivine. So what when I was talking about the knot, very nicely said, it is that knot KNOT which is not NOT. ऐसी वो कोई नॉटी नहीं है कि जो नॉटी है. सो नॉट है क्या वो अपन अननेसरी अपनी गर्दन उस नॉट में डालते हो जाता है. अपनी गर्दन उसके बाहर निकाल जाओ तो नॉट खुल जाती है ऐसी. वो सिर्फ ऐसा है. देयर इज ओनली illusionary knot is there. So similarly in the world, we feel I am a grihastha, somebody feels I am the brahmachari, somebody feels I am the sadhu. Why can't we feel we are divine? Don't give any upadhis to our life. Somebody says I am a female, somebody says I am a male, somebody says I am the animal, somebody says I am a tree. Even if these tree and animals also have the sentient behavior and they have this discriminative power which they unfortunately don't have, they would also become God. But this power has been given to the human beings, maybe a male, maybe a female. So always keep on saying, Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to say what? अरे मुक्त 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 बोलो तो तुम मुक्त ही हो, तुम बद्ध 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 बोलोगे तो तुम बद्ध ही हो. So it is a power of thought which you have to exercise here, and that's what has been told in 4th shloka. Let us see the 5th shloka now. Utti uttitan uttita uttitan uttitan etan indriyanam tatha puna ange angan samakramam anyat samyak puna puna prashanta manasa aswasmin bhavatyeva sukhi sthita. So now it is giving, अगर तुम्हारा माइंड इधर उधर घूम रहा होगा, so if your mind is becoming like an ass mind, गधे के समान माइंड हो रहा होगा तो क्या बोले, let him completely destroy again and again those enemies in the form of senses which has risen again and again, subduing the limbs by the limbs, by conquering the sense. You have to conquer the sense. And how the senses will be conquered? Mithya Jagat. Our first president of Nagpur, Ramakrishna Math, used to say very loudly when he used to give a lecture, Mithya, Anirvachiniya Mithya, used to say very loudly, very profoundly. It is a Mithya, this world is Mithya. And Anirvachiniya, you cannot explain this Mithya status. And what used to say further? I can give by writing, by the blood of my heart. मैं अपने हृदय में का blood निकाल के लिख के दे सकता हूँ. Only God is there. Rest all is illusionary. Only divinity is there. Rest all is illusion. बाहर जो दिख रहा है, seer, seen and see. That's what it says. Seer, seen and seen. Seer, seeing and seen. It's all illusionary. बाहर जो दिख रहा है वो सब झूठ है. So now the last shloka, that is 6th one. इति सिद्ध गीते गीता गीता श्रुत्वा महीपते विषादम आजगामासो akula vilalapacha. Thus, having heard this spiritual song sung by the group of sages, a perfected one, these are all perfected one, that King Janaka fell into the dejection. उसका mind खराब होने लग गया. अरे यार ये तो सब मेरे को आता नहीं है. And overcome by grief, laminated as follows. Then he started Janakasya Prabodh, awakening of Janak. How this Janak has then controlled his mind, that we are going to see tomorrow. Today's summary is what? Today's summary is that we have seen the 6 shlokas of Siddha Gita, which clearly says that Hansa, the Supreme Spirit, is sitting in the loving heart. Pray him there, and it is the universe which is sitting there. And this is a Kaustup Mani. Worship very, very adorantly worship. Take him out like you are bringing a this gem from that shelf coverage you are removed and you are doing shelf has been removed, and then be a man. Be a man means be a man like a god. You become the divinity. There is nothing other than divinity. And consider this whole world is mithya, so that all your sensory things will be dropped. And try to perfect you in this life only. This life should be a last life for you. There should not be any birth. You should come out of the transmigration of birth and death and that is possible only because of satsang. Your samaj seva is not going to help you. Your other activities are not going to help you. You have to only contemplate. You have to keep on listening, keep on doing. How you have to listen? By the one, do the one, for one, all alone. खुद के अकेले के लिए करना है. You have to learn. Not we are going to go and project to the outside world. We are not here for that purpose. And in the heart, what should be there? In the heart, there should be Maitri, Saumyata, Mudita, Shruta. So spiritual practice is not an excitement. It is not an excitement. It is a cool practice, a बहुत ही शांत practice. There is no hurry. A person who has go beyond cause and effect and arise at a right understanding. ये cause and effect जो दिख रहा है वो drop करना है और right understanding में अपने को आना है. That is what has been told here. So do not expect anything from anybody in this world. Do not expect even from the God that He will come and help you. No expectation from anyone. And do not keep lot of rules in your life. It is like this, it is like, don't do that. Whenever, wherever you are, always continue your happy life as it is and be happy under all the situation. So that is what is the message this Siddha Gita has to give to us through Janaka, who has listened that, and subsequently Vasishtha Rishi has told this to the Rama, and through the Rama he has told to us. So these were the 15 shlokas in the chapter number 11 story of Janaka. Tomorrow we are going to start the Janakasya Prabodh, that is the second topic, with these prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramachandra Arpanamastu. Submitting the divine fruits to the holy feet of Sri Rama.